Hello, my friends. Happy Friday, first Friday quarantine for some of you. Hello to my friends in Idaho. I am very interested in knowing what a quarantine is like. So if one of you would reach out and let me know, that would be awesome. I hear things about restrictions going places, but then everything is open to outdoor activities. So any information that you could send me so that I can share with people on what that looks like. We are in Utah, are not locked down yet, but it looks like it's on its way. So be very interested to know exactly what that looks like. I just wanted to stop in tonight and wish you all a fantastic weekend and share some things that happened, especially today. This has been a really interesting week overall. Very good for the most part, vibed high. I've had a lot of people reach out that are kind of in panic, and it's been nice to be grounded so that I could be in service at this time. One thing I noticed today, I was a little bit tired. I'm not used to 40-hour work weeks. I usually worked way more hours than that, but we'd have some downtime in between and just the emotions of everything. And I've been telling everybody, just watch your intake, the content that you're intaking, and do these things. Eat well, make sure that you're watching what you eat, and just different tips. And I have been practicing what I preach. I did realize this week, the first couple of mornings, I was a little off kilter, so I did start practicing what I preach. I did the Oprah and Deepak Chopra meditation the last 3 days in a row, and it really set the tone to my days. So I highly recommend that you start that if you haven't started yet. I believe day one is still available, and you can do the 21 days. It's a very good thing to do. They also have an option to journal, so I've included that in my morning ritual, and it seems to be making a difference. Today was a little bit more difficult, even for me. I felt really good most of the day, but towards the end of the day, I got kind of tired. And, after talking to so many people that were stressed, I started to feel it. So I chose to go out into my car, let the sun kiss my skin. I took about a 15-minute nap listening to a meditation, and it reset everything. It was really nice. I also made sure that I was hydrating today. I highly recommend that if that's a problem for you, now that things have slowed down, that you really pay attention to that. Good habits can be made at this time. And the biggest thing is realizing that even though we feel like we're so out of control right now, and we really are, we always are. Honestly, we're always out of control. We think that we have security when we have a job, and we think that we have security in a relationship. And what I can tell you from living the life that I've lived, the 42 years on this planet, that security is really just a belief. There is no security, and that's not meant to bring you down. It's actually meant to free you, because when we feel so secure, something can be taken away from us. If we realize that life is constantly shifting, that the universe is giving us opportunities all the time, if a job outflows, if you look back on history of your life, even, I know in my life, when things have outflowed, something better inflows, something that fits more. Next level lessons come in. And the only time that it's been stressful is when I've held on. I feel like finally in my life, I have surrendered. The last 2 years were extremely difficult, and they taught me a lot of lessons. And I feel so grateful now because I am not stressing right now, because I learned that we really don't have control. I do consciously choose what I'm intaking. So when I tell you that, turn the news off, or any suggestions that I give you about that, I'm doing that myself. My algorithms are awesome. I receive mostly funny videos or uplifting videos, and I can tell when I'm intaking things that I shouldn't, because my timeline changes. And right now we have an opportunity to choose our timeline. How do you want to feel? And that's one thing I'll challenge you to do when you're intaking. What does what you're intaking make you feel? And I had somebody contact me the other day, and she was giving me some information on something that didn't feel good. And I've actually had that information previously, and it's pretty upsetting, that information. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't have it, but in this time, I feel like we're being given an opportunity to go inside. And when we're going into that place of fear or the place of fight or flight, and especially because energy is contagious, this virus is contagious, our energy is even more so contagious. So what are we choosing to spread? What information are we giving to people? Are we giving people information about terrible things that are going on? Are we constantly coming and updating every hour about what's going on in the news and how there's been an increase in deaths and there's been an increase in cases, and everybody has a theory about what's going on. Was this man-made? Is it Mother Nature? Is it whatever? And what I've realized is none of that matters. We're looking for a story. We're looking for reason in this, and that's normal. It's a normal human response. But we also have a gift at this point if we choose to stop with the narrative, stop with the theories, stop with everything, and just look at it what it is right now. What do we have in front of us? What can we create with what we have in front of us? Are we going to continue fighting amongst each other? Are we going to continue choosing sides of who's right and wrong and what brought us to this point and everything? That's all reference information. But a more productive thing to do would be to stop and go within and say, personally in my life, where am I off? What am I investing in that is no longer going to work? Again, I think I said it on the last video. I was so excited because 2020 was perfect vision. This is the year. This is going to be my year. I 100% still feel that way. I do, but it is so much different than I expected. I'm getting to see the relationships that I've invested in. I've gotten to see things that I've been blocking from myself, from old fixed beliefs and being told that you're going to be in your house and realizing that you're going to be alone because you've chosen to go that route makes you think twice. It's like, all right, well, when this is over, there's not much I can do about it right now, and that's okay. There's a lot that can be done. And I talked to somebody today that said, my family's driving me crazy. And I thought, I'm actually very grateful to be alone. I don't have any of that external stress. I'm not having to maintain multiple emotions, only mine. And that's awesome. But there is something to be learned. I mean, that's not how I want to continue my life forever. So there's a couple of things I need to shift, and I'm willing to do that. But had this not happened, I don't know that space would have opened up for me. And I honestly believe that every single one of us have that opportunity right now. What are we doing? What are we doing? Like I said, to look at what brought us here, all of these things. Yeah, nice reference point. But from here, what are we going to create? We have different timelines coming in, and we can choose. Are we going to create more fear? Are we going to create more hatred? Are we going to create more division? Or are we going to create more unity? It's up to us. And in order to unite, you have to unite with yourself first. Go in the shadow work. I've done a lot of shadow work the last few years, and it is hard work. And that's what people are feeling now. We're being faced with our own shadows, and we're looking anywhere for answers. And if we just stop and dedicate to doing our own shadow work and to becoming the best humans that we can be for each other without any kind of stigma, without looking at people as, our enemies or whatever it is, whatever division we have been fed, if we will stop and just understand that we are a human race. We are one being in many different bodies. And again, we're waiting for, God to come. Is God going to come save? Is this the second coming? Who knows? But you know what? I know that the Creator is here right now. And that's because we are creating. We are 100% creating. And that we were given that gift. That's why we came. So what are we doing? Are we still going to live small? Are we still going to fight amongst each other? Or are we going to create utopia that we can? We're 100% capable. This is a free will planet. And so far up to this point, we've chosen a lot of chaos. And the timeline is offering us the opportunity to really see each other. And in order to love people to your full capability, you have to learn to love yourself and to see yourself. It's really so beautiful when you finally embrace all of your shadows, all of your past, everything, and release yourself from those feelings and emotions that that have created chaos within yourself, you can hold a space of peace. And then that's when we become servants to each other. And in the most beautiful way, you become a sage and are able to really contribute to the whole, and it's beautiful. And I want to thank everybody that's sharing content. I would like to thank all of you that are sending me videos that are making me laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. It really raises your vibration quickly. And I would like to challenge you all to not check the news more than twice a day. I know we are all, I'm not so much anymore because I don't watch it, but addicted. It's very easy to get addicted to it. But I would like to challenge you to checking it maybe in the morning and then maybe in the evening, but to not intake it all day long. And in between that time, to reset yourself. Take the moments to watch the funny videos and to reach out to those people that you love and to figure out the things in your life that you're ready to shift and start making a game plan of how you're going to do that. Again, this is a really beautiful time of creation. We are the creators of our experience. That's not to take any credit away from the source above, but it's up to us. If it's to be, it's up to me. And in order to, let's see, Ralph Smart, if you look on Instagram, he's amazing. And today he said, you have to lose your mind to come to your senses. And that's where we're at. Everybody's losing their mind, and it's a beautiful thing. The book that I'm reading right now is called Everything is Fucked. I almost forgot the title. It's so great. Mark Manson wrote it. He wrote The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Excuse the language if that offends you, but I can tell you these books are awesome. They're very easy to intake and very profound. The book that we're reading now is a book about hope, and it is about understanding the connection of using your brain and your heart together. And we lost that. We lost the heart a while ago, and it's time to bring it back. We need both. And so I just want to wish you all love and light. Again, be aware of what you're intaking. Stay hydrated. Eat as much beautiful food that you can, delicious vegetables and fruits. And if you take vitamins, make sure you're consistent taking your vitamins. Keep your immune system up. And remember that energy is contagious. Pay attention to the energy that you're sharing, and we can really do this. I still have faith in humanity, and I love you all. I appreciate you. We all are one, and it's time to create the world that we deserve. So love and light, my friends. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you soon.